Miss M.E. Studios presents Just Being Me podcast. Your girl, Margot Evans. We don't know how to celebrate because we don't know what to celebrate. By Peter Brock. Guess what? We're having a party today in celebration of you. You are one of your favorite people in the world. You are what life is all about and you know it. So let's celebrate. Let your hair down, kick off your shoes, open the windows, the curtains, and the blinds. Pump up the volume and let's do it for you. Let's celebrate your victories, big and small. Let's celebrate the things you did that you thought you couldn't do, but you did them anyway. And they worked. Let's celebrate because millions didn't make it. And you were the ones who did.
Amen.
We're going to invite everyone in the world to celebrate in the being of you. You're going to have a low down, get down in honor of you. This is what life is all about. Living, laughing, and loving.
I like it.
Not worrying, working, and whining. So come on, get loose, get free, get up, so we can get down in celebration of you.
Amen.
Let's boogie!
Hey. That was beautiful. That was a good one. That was good.
That was a perfect one for the end of the year.
Perfect.
Oh my gosh. That is from the Iyanla Van Zant Act of Faith Daily Meditation for people of color.
Okay.
And that was for December 12th. The December 12th little meditation.
Okay.
That was a perfect one.
That was good. I like that one.
Yay! I love when it's the perfect mood for something and it just happens like that.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yay! So hey y'all. Welcome to episode 30 of the Just Being Me podcast. I want to thank you again for tuning in and always tuning in. Hey Mary.
Hey.
She is in the heezy today.
I'm here.
We want to say hey y'all to the cities that tuned into the podcast last week. That would be Los Angeles, Long Beach, Southgate, Las Vegas, Gardena, Garden Grove, Martin. Okay, I need to get myself together. Mountain View, Austin, Texas.
Austin,
Broxburn, United Kingdom, Wilmington, Palmdale, Lake Forest, Milford, Massachusetts, and other. Other is now 16.28%. So that means that somewhere or another they got other in the mix. So now we have 16.28 of you guys that we don't know where you are, but hey, welcome. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for joining. Whatever it is, we appreciate you.
Yes, we do.
So continue to spread the word to your friends of our podcast. We are wherever you're listening to us now. If that's Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Castbox, Spreaker, and iHeartRadio. And again, we added 2 new podcast distributions. That's Deezer, like these nuts. And Podcast Addicts. And so thank you so much for listening in to episode 30.
30. Yay.
Yay, we made it.
30 episodes in.
We did it.
Wow.
We're doing good. We moving along.
Moving that needle, baby.
Yes. So we are going to just jump right into our what you do this weekend.
Dude.
On there. I wasn't even on, so no, just that little piece.
Okay.
So we jump into our weekend review. So I'll start. I just had the celebration. My dad's side of the family, we did a Christmas celebration. We did it early so that everybody can be with their families on Christmas Day.
That was thoughtful.
Yes, we try. That was fun. We did an auction. We did the white elephant. Okay, so I've been told that I'm banned from playing games with the family.
But how do you do the auction though?
Okay, so the auction is, so we got $100. Everybody got $100.
Okay.
The paper fake $100.
Okay.
And so there's a lot of gifts that was wrapped up, and then you bid on it. So
without knowing what it is.
You don't know what it is.
Okay.
So you bid 20. Somebody say 30. Somebody say 40. Somebody highest bidder gets the gift.
Okay.
And it could be something good, or it can be something not so good.
Okay.
So my dude, he ended up bidding like $40, I'll say, on a box. So she put a box out. It was a brown box. And she said, okay, you guys bid. So they started bidding. He won the bid. It was an empty box.
An empty box? Oh, man. He down $40.
Down $40. And then after the auction was over, she asked for the box back because that's what she brought her stuff in. He was like, no, I'll pay for that box.
That's right. The box was on an auction block.
We used that box to put our stuff in.
That's right.
But he was nice. He brought it back. He gave it back to her.
Okay.
So it was some really nice gifts that we got. Most of the gifts were nice. I think that was the only like womp gift that was there was the box. And then we did the white elephant game.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't play. That's what I'm saying. I can't play the game. I can't play games with my family anymore because that's the second family that, this didn't turn out right. It didn't turn out
right. So, like you being a bad sport, or what?
I'm a competitive person, and I like the rules to be the rules.
Okay.
And so in this situation, we were running out of time. So white elephant, you can go a long time playing white elephant. You can go around still, this, that, it could be hours. So I said it will be only one steal. Mm-hmm. And once somebody steals from that person, that person goes up and get another gift.
Okay.
And their gift is safe. It's
okay.
done. We out.
So you can't steal this person's gift anymore.
No.
Okay.
Because you chose not to go to the table and pick a gift.
Right.
You chose to steal their gift.
Okay.
So now they get an opportunity to go to the gift and to the table and pick a gift, and whatever they pick, that's theirs. Can't nobody touch it.
Okay.
Can't nobody steal their stuff no more.
Okay.
Now I know that's not the regular way that you play the game.
That's fair because you guys were down on time.
We were down on time. So then that way she's done, and you could just keep going.
And we're moving along.
Okay. You can't go all the way back to one and try to steal their gift, or you could if their gift wasn't stolen. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. So they argued me down. That's not how you play the game. This is that, whatever. So my gift had got stolen because I stole from my cousin. My cousin had a purse. Okay. And so I stole that purse. She went up. She got a gift. She sat back down. She showed everybody her gift. I said, okay, hers is locked because I chose to take her gift.
Right.
So now she picked a new one. So she's stuck with that gift. Whatever it is, she's stuck with it.
Okay, so she's taking that home.
She's taking that one.
Okay.
You done. So then my sister came and stole my gift, which was the purse that I just stole from her.
Okay.
So I went up there. I picked something. It happened to be a really nice candle that smells really good.
Okay.
So everybody's like, "Oh, I'm gonna steal that one from you." I said, "No,
you can't steal
it from me because this one is locked." So we going back and forth. Well, it's not because that's a new gift and this, that, whatever. And I'm like, I understand the rules of the game originally,
right? But
in effort of time, and
we kind of pressed right now for that time.
We're trying to go. So they went back and forth with me, and then my sister told me, she was like, "Margot, you're not gonna be able to go to no holiday party and play no game. You're gonna be at home eating Popeyes by yourself." Because you always in the middle of something when it comes to these games.
And everybody's going to say, I don't want to play with her.
I don't want to play. I'm going to be in the corner. So I said, I'm not going to play games somewhere, but I know I'm lying. I know I'm going to play. I'm just not going to say anything.
They're not going to pick you to be on their team.
I'm just going to let stuff flow. I'm just going to let it flow. Next year, I'm just going to say, okay, that's not right, but okay. Okay.
I'll play like you guys want to play.
That's how you want me to play. Hey, whatever.
Yeah.
But it was fun. We had a good time.
Okay.
It was all the way in Hemet. It was far.
That is far. How long did it take you guys to get there? An hour?
2 hours.
No!
Almost 2 hours. It was raining that day, too.
Girl, I can't. That's too far.
It was almost 2 hours. And then Sunday, I attended the funeral of the comedian Liam Kennedy of Brunel. It was a very nice, as it can be, memorial service.
Okay.
I actually liked it because it was in a church, but it wasn't all churchy. It was just like people. The pastor had got up and said some words, and then he allowed people to come up. Well, they had like their chosen people to come up and talk, and then he opened it up to the floor for people to come and talk. Yeah, and then it was over after that. Like after everybody said what they had to say, we said a prayer, and it was over. So it was pretty long.
That's good though.
Yeah. It's good. Let everybody say their little
Because
piece.
I'm so tired of these pastors preaching for people they don't even know. First of all. And then you got these people up here singing these songs. They're not singing in order. This girl didn't show up to sing the song. Yeah. And this, that, and the third. No.
That's not what we're here for.
Let everybody just speak about the life he lived and what he meant to them.
That's it. Yeah. We don't need no song. We don't need the pastor to go on and on.
I agree with that.
Try to get you to be a part of their church and all this stuff.
Do we got one? I see one. We got two. We got two.
We had the funeral. Like, you try to solicit people to come to your church. Like, really? Are you serious? Mm-hmm. But this dude, he was actually really the pastor. Really cool dude. Like, I would go to his church. He had tattoos on his face. I don't know what it is that, what, like, denomination it was or whatever. Mm-hmm. But I liked it. I liked his flow. I liked what he was talking about.
He probably was a non-denominational.
Yeah.
Meaning everybody.
Yeah. I believe that's what it is.
Okay, good.
He was real. Mm-hmm. Slipped in a cuss word.
Okay.
But I was like, you know what? It was just at the right time. I mean, it was just like real. It was real.
Flowing. Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, okay, I ain't even mad at you.
No.
I would even go and visit that church.
That's right.
It was like something that was real. It was not put on and all this extra stuff. It was really nice. But the funeral, the memorial service was really nice. Mm-hmm. I met his wife. I met her from afar. I waved to her. I didn't get a chance to hug her. But I did go up on the stage and said my piece.
Now, was she okay?
She was trying to hold it together.
Okay.
He had his daughters were there. He had one son. He had grandchildren.
Oh, okay. So his kids were grown.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Kids are grown.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
And they were taking it. I mean, respectively hard.
Yeah.
But I got up there and I cried. I cried. They had a beautiful.
Because it was kind of weird the way it happened.
Yeah,
that was like so weird.
Yeah, the whole little situation.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I have to go up here and say something because. And what I said was, I never cried so hard for somebody that I never even met.
Ain't that something?
I never met this guy.
That was that spirit, honey.
That was that spirit. He had a good spirit. And everybody that got up there and said something about him, they talked about his spirit. They talked about how loving he was and who he was. And I was like, I felt that same exact thing and I never met him before.
Ain't that something?
And that's why I'm here. I don't even do funerals, first of all. Especially if somebody that I don't know.
Okay.
But
okay.
I had to be there. My spirit was like, we gotta go and we have to go pay our respects.
Right.
Because this guy was amazing.
Right.
Even though I never met him. So
right.
We had a good time. Then we went to Costco because that was in Anaheim. The funeral was in Anaheim.
Okay, not too far.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then we went to Costco. We went in. It was like about to close. So it's Sunday. So we went in. We got our stuff. And then we was like, oh, we're going to go back in and get something else. No, we not. Them doors was closed.
Oh, did they close? Did they close? Oh, my God.
The doors was closed. Jermaine was coming back with the basket. I looked back. I was like,
what?
Entrance. You can't even see it there no more. It drew down the little thing. The door was closed. I said, no, man, we ain't about to do that. No.
They are not playing.
We should have just swung back around. But he was like, I'm going to go put this in the car. And then we could just run back in and we couldn't run back in nowhere. So.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so that was my weekend. What was you doing?
Well, I went Saturday and celebrated a friend's mother's birthday. That was really nice. Mm-hmm. Had a couple of drinks. Came back home. It was really nice. A good time had by all. And then Sunday, I was at home all day, just kind of resting. Didn't want to do anything. I just wanted to be at home.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
I like those days.
Yes. So that was pretty much it. My Sunday was uneventful.
Good.
Yeah. So that was about it. I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. I cooked. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
I cooked a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
and that was it. I didn't do anything.
That's good because our week was crazy. This week has been crazy.
Oh my God!
These
Ever
last
since we
couple
came back
weeks.
from Thanksgiving,
Yeah.
it's been nonstop.
We've
Yeah,
been super busy at work.
and I think everybody's feeling it.
Yeah.
Everybody's talking about the time, and it just, everything is just going on.
Mm-hmm. And the weeks are flying past.
They're flying.
It's just like you hear.
Yeah,
And it's gonna be 2020.
it's gonna be 2020. And what about that full moon? We're supposed to be having this full moon.
When?
12
That's
a.m. Today's the 12th.
Today's the 12th.
We have this. It's supposed to be the last full moon of the decade.
So it's gonna be a full moon right now.
No, 12/12 on the East Coast. So 12/12 for us will be what? 9?
9.
I think with 9 or 8. The East
Oh,
Coast.
12/12 the time. I'm like,
Yeah.
it's 12/12
No,
the day
12,
right now.
12/12 a.m.
Okay.
They would get the pretty moon.
Oh.
And this is the last full one. Where's your moon at?
It's usually on that side.
here? And it's supposed to be the last full one.
The last full moon.
Of this
Okay.
decade.
And I've been seeing for the past 2 days. I've been seeing the most beautiful sunset.
Oh, girl. And the moon's been full, too, all week. But
Oh.
now it's going to be the actual fullness.
It's so
12,
nice.
12.
I love it. It was so bright.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't even really look at it, but it was really, really beautiful.
Wow.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Let's see. What are we going to talk about? We could talk about some news.
Okay.
Today in news. I keep pushing that button and it's not pushing like I want it to because everybody tired over here. We're tired. Even the microphone is tired. So what's going on with Bill Cosby? He was trying to get out and they didn't want him to. What happened?
Yeah, I guess what happened was, he appeared before the board or whatever, but he said he wasn't going to go in there doing no apologies or anything like that,
Okay.
And I guess they got wind of that, but I mean, I don't think he was anticipating on getting out or getting his sentence shortened at all.
Right.
That was not going to happen, and I think he knew that. And everybody was talking about it on the news all week that it wasn't going to happen, and it looks like it did not happen.
Okay.
So I wasn't surprised. I wasn't shocked at all.
So he just went in because it was
A hearing.
and he went and he
Board
said
hearing.
he wasn't going to apologize. I did.
Well, he
ain't
had
said
made up his
he
mind
didn't
that
do
he
it.
wasn't going to do that.
Right.
He was not going to do that, going in. So
Okay.
I'm not mad at him.
I ain't mad at him either.
Because there's a lot of people out there that did worse than him. I mean, I'm not going to be the judge, but I'm just saying they had done some things too, and they still out with an ankle bracelet.
Yeah. Now, okay. Please refresh my memory.
Okay.
What's his name? George Zimmerman, who killed Trayvon Martin.
Oh,
And he out of jail.
Oh, he's been out. What do you mean?
He's been out of jail, right?
He never went to jail for killing that boy.
Right.
He never went to jail, and he talking about he gonna sue the family now.
I heard. I was like, what? So you got
to
Bill
sue the family,
Cosby.
talking about defamation of character and all that kind
Yeah.
of stuff. No, what character are you
Right,
talking about,
right.
sir?
You did it.
You did it.
Did that.
You shot that boy. You're
Yeah.
not a police officer.
Yeah.
You shot that boy. Okay, so you live with that.
Yeah. And you should have been in jail, but you're not. And
And
now
the
you
only
try
reason
to.
was his dad was on the police force, or grandfather, or somebody was on the police
Yeah.
force.
Right.
That's the only way he got away.
And now here you are kicking up more dust.
And he
so
been
that
to-
we can see you again.
And he has been to jail a few times after that for some stuff he done did. So we know he was a problem child.
Right. But you're going to put old ass Bill Cosby in jail.
Now the one guy, what's the other guy's name?
Weinstein.
They got him because he was tampering with his little anklet.
And he out of jail. He's not
And
got. He's
he
not in
ain't
jail.
never went.
Oh.
He ain't never went. He went in there and let them book him, took that picture. Girl, they was waiting on him. He walked out that door.
Oh.
Gave him an ankle bracelet or whatever.
Oh
they said he was tampering with that ankle bracelet or whatever. He had to pay something, and he had to pay so many millions or something. And he had to do something else or whatever. And I'm just wondering, where's the court date?
Yeah, okay. I don't understand. So why is Bill Cosby in jail and these other people are walking around?
Because Bill Cosby is black.
Oh, okay. That's what it is.
That's what it is. That's exactly what it is.
That's some bullshit.
He's black, and he was well respected. He had the money, and they just felt like, let's get on him what we can,
right?
And let's do this or whatever. And that's exactly what they did.
And they doing it.
And they doing it exactly.
I don't understand. I really don't. It's double standard.
Crazy
Situation.
All the time. And then we sit up and think, double standards between men and women. No, it's double standards between white and black too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's as simple as that. It really is. And
I mean, I'm all for the Me Too movement. I'm all for, if something happens to us women, we are able to come forward and tell someone, and, people are penalized. I'm all for that. But what I don't understand is why that same punishment is not being given to the people that's doing the same things.
Everybody.
They're doing the same thing. Weinstein and Bill Cosby, and now they have Cuba Gooding Jr.
Yeah.
So he probably going to end up going to jail.
Probably.
He going to jail. I mean...
And what's his name?
Cuba.
Okay. Him and Bill Cosby got a whole bunch in common. The only thing is he didn't drug women.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And they want it.
Ugh. So. I mean, find these men. Find them. Or the opposite.
And you know what? You're in a position where you don't even have to do all that.
Yeah.
Why are you doing all that? You don't even have to do all that.
You don't. They'll give it to you anyway.
Cuba, you don't have to go and sexually assault anybody or touch anybody inappropriately at all.
Right.
Period. But you know what? I believe sometimes people, they do that because they see a paycheck. Mm-hmm. They see a paycheck. Yeah. And they lie, and then sometimes it comes back and, they say they lie. Angie Dickinson on Bill Cosby, she came back and said she lied.
Oh, see.
They lie.
Yeah.
They lie, they lie. And that's why now we're seeing a lot of people being released from prisons after 30 and 20 and 40 years for stuff they didn't even commit.
Right.
And the judge is still sitting there talking about where all the evidence pointed to. You didn't even have half of the evidence. Mm-mm. And it takes those not those college students, those people that are in law school, or those people to get out and, you have to kind of start doing a lot of pro bono things. But they take on these cases through these organizations, these nonprofit organizations, and they take on these cases for these people that say that they're innocent.
Right.
And then they go and find out, and they do the research, and then they go back and test everything and find out that the man was innocent all along.
And they've been in jail all these years. That's crazy.
They missed out on their families. They missed out on deaths. They missed out on births.
Right.
They missed out on a whole bunch of stuff. Can't no money bring that back.
No, not at all.
But what they need to do is they need to wipe that slate clean for them, and they need to give them some money for the rest of their lives.
Yep.
Period.
Because if they have that whatever on their record, then they are not going to be able to get jobs and
or do anything. They don't have nothing to draw back on as far as retirement or Social Security.
Not 20 years in jail. That's
they don't have
crazy.
it, Margot. It's sad. It's so sad what they do. It's really sad.
Yeah. Here it is right here. So Kim Kardashian is on that train of helping people, assisting people to get out of jail, and so she's pushing for a release of this guy David Shepard to be released from prison. I don't know what he did. I just happened to see this picture, and then we started talking about that, but. This is the guy right here, and she's looking for early release. He was jailed in 1992. Let's see, reformed and helping those who are unjust. Okay, that's Kim is is trying to.
But it's so funny the way they word all that, because guess what? It's not her doing it. You know what I mean? It's a team of people.
Yes.
Like I said, doing all this, and then she come and choose which one she want to get was going to get the most publicity, so that she can go back and sit on Donald's lap.
Yep.
And say, "Would you do this for me?" I mean, let's just say what it is.
It is.
Because I know that I read the article where the two black ladies did all the work, did all the footwork, that are attorneys, and did all that, and Kim got all the credit.
So she's the face.
She's the face.
Of what they're doing. I mean, I know
because they could never go sit on Donald's lap and ask for anything.
No.
So it's a good thing that they had the Kim to go and do that, because that's who she is.
Yeah, and it's helping. So
and it's helping.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: you can't mention them in the article,
right?
You can't say nothing, Kim. You can't even come back and say, "Well, I just want to thank."
Yeah.
You can't even do that,
right?
Man, come on.
Please do. And I'm gonna read this article. I doubt if she did say anything about any other person.
She want that credit.
Scott. Okay. Do we?
Yeah, she want that credit.
Yeah, and then it puts all this stuff. Look, Kim Kardashian has so much on her plate these days. It's hard to keep track with her multiple businesses, husband, 4 children, reality show, her law career, and champion prison reform. It's a wonder how she does it all. Woo! You just put this big old pedestal
without a law degree.
Right?
How she doing it all?
Right.
Not awful.
Yeah, they put her on this big old pedestal, and but I mean, okay, if you helping people that are not guilty, then cool.
Wrongly accused.
So okay, so that's so the Kimora girls. So that's what I was just looking at the article with the Kimora Lee daughters, Aoki and what's her name, Ming Lee. So I used to watch them.
Did you really?
Yes, I used to love watching their reality show.
I've never seen it.
And so I watched them grow up. They were cute little girls.
Oh.
And so now they have them as the star of the new Baby Fat ads here.
I thought she sold Baby Fat.
She did sell it. But I think they went back to, they asked them if they wanted to model for the ads.
Oh,
wow. Right here. Kimora Lee resigned from her role of Baby Fat creative director, which thus marked the end of a Baby Fat era. So 10 years later, she reacquired it. She reacquired the rights. She did.
Look at her. They got smart, huh?
Yeah. And she's doing it for Forever 21. Yeah. Don't be giving your stuff away. Baby Fat for Forever 21. That's what they're doing. They're doing the design for that.
Oh.
So, I mean, the girls are beautiful.
They are beautiful.
Their mom is a model.
Yeah.
So, but they have these pictures of them doing the ad for Baby Fat, which the first one they have like on this pink and black holding these cats. They look cute. They look just like their mom. Okay. And then they have one with Ming Lee that's on all fours with a cat on her back.
Wow. That's very distasteful. Those are bad shoes, though.
The shoes are cute.
Those bad shoes.
They bad, but it's just the way her feet are.
The way they have her
position.
That does not look becoming at all.
No, not at all.
It's not even classy.
Not at all.
It's very trashy.
Yeah. And you said something about her mom.
Her mom was not happy with the pose.
Yeah.
I believe her mother was at the shoot. She told her mother that she got it. Don't worry about it. Just go ahead and go and let me do it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like that. But after her mother seen the pose and everything, she said she talked to her about it, and she told her that she could have stayed, and she is not happy with it at all. At all.
I wouldn't be happy with it either, because them legs in the back, I just don't like the way I don't like the way they're positioned. I don't. They could have been crossed or
at the ankle,
something
or whatever. She didn't have to be on all fours.
She didn't have to be on all fours. She could have been sitting in a cute chair with the cat on her lap. I don't know. Whoever told her to do that.
We never looked at Baby Fat that way.
No.
Never.
No.
That was kind of weird.
No.
That was very weird.
Because it ain't even about the damn cat that's on her back. It's about what she got on.
Because he seemed like he's not even supposed to be there.
Right. Like he done jumped in on the picture. Like,
yeah. And that's so weird. That is just like so weird.
Yeah.
The photographer didn't know what he was doing. First of all. And whoever's giving him the direction, they They didn't know.
Mm-mm.
They didn't know. He would not be shooting anymore for anything.
No
catalogs,
baby
no
like
nothing.
that. No.
No, he wouldn't be doing it.
Her face looks beautiful. And
Uh-huh.
I've covered this whole part up, the back part of her
Right.
up. That looks pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Which they could have had her sitting in. She could have been sitting on top of that
The mantelpiece.
with her legs crossed and look cute
And everything in the cute. She sure could.
Yeah, so
We make some mistakes.
We do.
We make some mistakes. You know, and I was just thinking about too. It's just so funny though, but this whole Justin Timberlake thing.
Oh.
I'm like, his wife had him go in and apologize to her. Okay, that's okay. But, I mean, why is everybody talking about the chick? The chick didn't do nothing.
She didn't do
Everybody calling
anything.
her a homewrecker.
Right.
Talking about it was her fault. She took advantage of him. She was desperate. Okay, who in the heck is he?
Right.
Who in the heck is he? He's a nobody.
And he said, we didn't do nothing. Nothing happened.
I was just drunk.
I was drunk. She wasn't drunk.
She wasn't drunk.
I was.
I was drunk.
It just...
She knew he was married. She didn't do nothing.
She didn't do anything.
But
She's a co-star.
You see how they attack women?
Mm-hmm.
You see that? Mm-hmm. Do you see how they attack women? And women just like, what did I do?
Right.
She did absolutely nothing.
Nothing at all.
She did nothing. That was on him. He's the one that's married. She wanted him to apologize. Okay, y'all worked that out in y'all's marriage.
Yeah.
You know what? But
leave her out.
Here we go again.
Yeah.
This whole thing with Janet Jackson. They ripped her apart.
Right.
And he did it.
Right. He ripped off the thing. Even if that's what y'all was supposed to do, he ripped it off.
He ripped it off.
And then
but how come nobody got him?
Right.
And her career was put on hold. And from what I understand, that was a badass album that she had that year too.
Yeah, she did.
She had a bad album, but they were not putting it out there, advertising everything. They did not do all that.
Right.
And they were trying to blackball her.
Mm-hmm.
They did nothing to that man.
Yeah.
They did nothing to him.
Yeah.
Nothing. What about him coming out and apologizing to her?
Yeah.
You know what? I'm sorry.
Yeah. I grabbed too hard. I pulled up
I
the
was
whole
drunk
thing.
and I shouldn't have done that, and I embarrassed my family. Please accept my apology.
Right.
For making you a part of it.
Yeah.
That's it. What about apologizing to her too? See, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all gonna get enough of these folks in a minute.
Yep.
Y'all gonna get enough in a minute.
Yep.
You know, they stepping on your career, spitting on your career or whatever and stuff like that, and you don't even know what's going on.
Right. You over there we were just having a drink.
Yeah, he's my co-star.
He's my friend.
He the one was drinking too much.
Right. I was fine. I was actually telling him, you need to probably not drink anymore.
Yeah, calm down. Okay, no bartender, don't give me anything.
Don't give me
you know
none.
what I mean? Like they can't hold your liquor. What you feel you need to get drunk for anyway?
Right. What's going on?
What's going on at home?
That's why she said his wife was like, you need to clean that up. Okay, that's fine. But don't drag her. Don't drag the lady because she didn't have nothing to do with it.
She had nothing to do with it. She is not married.
Yeah.
She didn't have nothing to do with whatever y'all got going on, and she wasn't drunk.
Yeah. She wasn't doing anything to him.
And it's not her job to babysit.
No. He's a grown ass man.
Okay. Period.
Oh, y'all need to
get it together and stop throwing us women up underneath that bus. Especially when it comes to black and brown women. What is the problem that you guys have with us? What is the problem that you have with us? That all of a sudden we got to be trying to steal y'all's man and we're inappropriate and we're this and we that. Really? Come on, stop it.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Don't do it.
Please.
As they say back in the day. So let me see. I want to talk about that. I don't know where my little thing just went. Oh, here it is. So this is our second to the last show that we're going to do for the year.
Okay.
So this episode, what we're going to do as our topic, is have an end of the year review.
Okay.
And so we have these questions here. This was written in 2018 by Alice Boyer. She has a PhD. She wrote this article called 20 Enjoyable End of Year Review Questions.
Okay.
I'm just going to read this little blurb that she has. She said, when life is busy and demanding, it's easy to overlook small ways you've improved yourself and your circumstances. The theme of these self-reflection questions is to learn from your successes.
Okay.
So we have 20 questions here. We won't go through all 20, but we want to go through some of these.
Okay.
So number 1 is, what was a new discovery you made this year? Or what did you discover that you loved? I'll let you start.
A new discovery that was made this year for me, I'm going to say, was my breast cancer.
Okay.
That was a new discovery for me. I found out Thanksgiving 2018, a little bit before Thanksgiving, 2018. The biopsy was that week of Thanksgiving. So right after that biopsy, after Thanksgiving, that next week, I found out it was actually cancer. That was a new discovery, and with that, I realized that life is short, and I actually discovered that I need to get some therapy. I need to really get involved with meditation so that I don't let things bother me and I don't hold things in. I don't stress as much because it's not healthy.
Yeah.
Okay, so those were some discoveries that I made, into my 2019 year, and I really made some changes. Some of them I started, I didn't, finish, but, and that big one to me right now is diet. The thing is I have a sweet tooth that's out of this world. And, although the medication I'm on, it, puts a little weight on, and that's just one of the side effects, and that's okay. But I knew that going in. So what I need to do now is just, I need to go on a fast without this sugar, which is something we talked about.
Yes.
So we're going to do some changes, all of us, so that way we're all held accountable.
Yes.
And we're going to see if we can knock this sugar thing.
Yeah, because that sugar is just not good for us.
It's not good for us. It's not good for us. But other than that, I think we do pretty good with our meals, though.
Yeah, our meals are good.
Yeah, I don't think that's a bad thing. We just snacking.
Yeah.
And we're snacking on the wrong things.
On the wrong stuff. Yeah. It's not good for us. Yeah.
Yeah, so that was my discovery for,
And is the meditation part working for you?
Yes, it is. The meditation part is working for me. I'm so relaxed now. And I do it every day. And sometimes I can go for 20 minutes. That's the longest I've ever was able to do it. 20 minutes. Sometimes it's only 5 minutes. But sometimes it's 10. But I'm getting it in.
Yeah.
I'm getting it in. And I do some breathing. I paid, as you know, I went to a retreat.
Yeah.
And I paid for this course. It was 3 days, 3 or 4 days. And it was really nice. It taught me how to breathe and how to relax. That was so helpful. And it's so funny because when I do it now, it's just like, sometimes I'm just like, whatever. You know what I mean? Right. As before, I would be like, ugh. It was just like I had a dog in every fight. But now I'm like, whatever. It is what it is. I just try not to worry about it.
Yeah.
And that's what I have to do. I can't worry about it. I can't fix everything.
Right.
What it is what it is.
And that's it.
Good
or bad.
And that's it. That's all I can do. And I think with that, it makes my health better for me. Just speaking for myself.
Yeah.
It just makes things better for me.
Yeah.
And
I noticed the difference from when you went and did that retreat with your meditation, and then you started doing it, and then I just see a calmness.
Really?
From when I first met you to after. I see a more calmness that you able to like draw back. Like if you want to go there, you don't go there. You can bring it back. You bring it back. Like, okay, I got this. Well, whatever.
Okay.
My new discovery that I made this year was branching out and doing this podcast by myself.
Okay. Hey, yeah, you're absolutely right. I forgot about that. You're absolutely right. You sure did.
I did. I had my other podcast where I had my it was oh shoot. What was it called? Oh, Two on the Grind. Oh my God. Okay, so I'm getting old. I can't
with your two friends.
With my two friends, and then the podcast, the studio had closed, and then I was like, I still wanted to do it, and they went on and was doing other things, and we were gonna come back together. And I'm the kind of person that just can't sit. Like I'd be like, okay, I was liking what I was doing, so I'm gonna try to do it by myself.
Right.
And it was okay. It was different being here by myself, and it felt kind of weird though because I didn't have anybody to have a conversation with.
Okay.
So like how I'm talking to you, I'm just talking to myself in the air like this, and just like okay, no response.
Right.
So I was like okay, and so you and I talk all the time,
right?
And I just like the way that our camaraderie is, the way that we talk. Like in the morning, we work together. We come in. I have my coffee. We debrief each other. What you do last night?
What you working on today?
Right. What you working on today? Did you hear about such and such? This, that, whatever. And I like how our back and forth conversation went. So it was just like a natural thing to ask you to be a part of the podcast. Because I was feeling by myself. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to ask Mary if she want to be on the podcast. And Jermaine had said it. And I was like, she ain't going to be on no podcast. I said, so you would ask her. I said, we do have really good conversation.
Right. We do. Yeah.
Okay, I'll ask. And she said yes.
Yeah. And I was really shocked that you asked me. I was like, oh, God. Okay, what are we going to talk about? How does this work? What are we going to do? What are we going to talk about? And you were just like, what we talk about all the time. Things we just talk about. I'm just like, oh.
She's like, okay, well,
are you sure?
If it's going to be like our regular talking, then we good.
We're fine, yeah.
That, I don't know.
I have no clue.
So that was my new discovery that I love for this year.
Okay.
Let's see. I didn't do number 2. Okay. What was one of the biggest pleasant surprise you experienced during the year? I don't have no pleasant surprise.
Pleasant surprise? What was a pleasant surprise?
I didn't have one.
Well, I went to 3 funerals.
Okay, it
was kind of like a surprise. I was just like, what? And sometimes they are surprises to me because, especially when they're younger than you and the people you know, that one of them was really, really a surprise. It was just, but I'm just like, oh God. Just things like that. I went to a lot of funerals this year. Yeah. I was kind of, surprised. You know. I know they're in a better place, so I'm going to say pleasantly surprised. But I was surprised, but I know that they're in a better place. So it's not all a bad thing. But yes, I was surprised at the people that passed away. At the rate of
yes, ma'am. The amount of people that passed away in a year.
And when you think about it, even though, some services I didn't attend, but just hearing about people, and it's just like, I think about it and I'm like, these people are dying, younger than us and stuff, and they're having these strokes and these heart attacks. And, I mean, it's just crazy.
Yeah,
it's just like, what in the world?
What is happening?
On?
It is. I mean, usually back in the day, you would be like, oh, such parent or grandparent, had a stroke, had a heart attack. So that was like stuff. Something that would happen when you got older. That's when you grew up. Like when you get older, you might have a heart attack. I mean, older, like 70s, 80s, 90s, something might happen like that. But now it's like 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s.
These people are just, they're just falling over.
Yeah.
I just don't understand.
Yeah. That. It's sad. And that is also making me really I gotta start using the right words. Okay. Really push. Stop using them extra words.
Okay.
Really push to create my routine, which I put in here one of my questions. But for 2020, like I really need something that I can stick to so that I can get this weight off. That I can make myself. And it's not even about the weight. It's just being healthy, making sure that I am as healthy as I can be. because I had a stroke before
Right.
that caused an aneurysm
Right.
in my head. So I have to now. I take my medication faithfully.
Okay,
You know,
good.
that's what I had to do.
Okay.
But the weight loss that I need to do, or being healthy, that I haven't really grasped onto to be like, okay, look, this needs to really be a part of my life. And 2020 will be my time to do that.
And my time too.
Because
and we just need to hold each other accountable.
Yeah.
And you know what? When we go to the store, we need to shop for what we're going to eat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if we have to go to the store every other day to make sure we have our fresh fruit and vegetables, we need to do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then the snacks, we need to bring the snacks in, not have them in... You know me, I got it in the file drawer, I got it in the overhead, I got a designated place for the snacks or whatever, Hey, Margot, I got some popcorn over here, let me know when you want some.
Here I come with my plate.
And it's just like, we go back and forth with each other about this stuff, because we like the same things and everything, but we have to change that up and say, okay, we're going to start bringing in our fresh fruit and our fresh vegetables, and we're going to start doing this, and we're going to start doing that. So our snacks that we have or healthier while we're there at that desk. And if we need something to crunch on, okay, find that fruit that snaps, that vegetable that snaps.
And that we like.
And that we like.
It.
And continue with our walks.
Yeah.
Or whatever. And pull ourselves away from those desks in the office. Get some fresh air. It's kind of hard because our weather, has been crazy. But get back out there and doing that. And then, we'll feel better. I think we'll feel better. And then once we get all that taken care of, I think one day, who knows, you may be off those pills.
Yeah.
You won't need them?
I won't need them. And that would be great.
So that has to be our goals for 2020.
Yeah.
I'm right there with you. We got to do it.
Yeah. And I'm ready. I'm physically, mentally, there. I'm just trying to get through the end of this year. I'm not going crazy or nothing, but just... taper off on some things as we wind down the end of this year and then start fresh at the beginning of the year. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. That's good.
What achievement are you proud of from this year?
What achievement? I really got happy. It's not really... in a way, it is my achievement. But it's my daughter's. I was just so proud that, when my daughter graduated from college, I was like, she wanted to come back to California, and I wasn't feeling it because I really felt like I missed her and I wanted her to be with me for a little bit, because I live alone. But when she got there, to me, she just got, and I was afraid she was going to get so complacent. She was just going to be at home doing nothing, just whatever, and just take any job. And I didn't want that to happen.
Right.
And so when she got there, I was like, okay. So she ended up doing a little waitressing or whatever, and that was okay. But I didn't want her to lose focus or lose sight.
Right.
And she kept going and she kept going, and she ended up, landing a job in her field and relocating to a whole different state.
Right.
And I was so happy about that because it was like we didn't fall out. We didn't really get into it. She stuck to her guns. She did what she was supposed to do. And now I have 2 daughters in 2 different states. So I have 2 vacation spots as far as I'm concerned.
Right.
And they're both okay. That's just a good feeling to me.
Yeah.
Both of my kids, they're okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes, the young one I have to talk to a little bit more. But she's really okay too, So I'm just I'm really glad that it's over for me as far as raising kids and living with my kids or whatever. And they're both now officially out and on their own.
They are grown.
They're grown, 32 and 22.
Yeah.
And, my 32-year-old, she has a husband and 2 kids. And it's so funny. It's just like, they're just like moving and grooving. I'm just like, wow. And she's telling me that they're going to pay off their house in 15 years and they're going to do this. And when are you retiring again? Because we got to figure this out and all this stuff. And I'm just like, these kids are smart.
Yeah.
They're so smart.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You know, when you just sit back and think about it.
Mm-hmm. All your hard work paid off.
I'm just like, you know what? Ugh.
That's good to see.
Yeah. But you never know that until it's all... When it's done. Mm-hmm. It's all over with and it's done.
And now little birds went out to fly and they flying and they're doing their thing. Yeah. You taught them well.
Yeah, I'm really happy about that. That was a big thing for me this year. That was a really big thing for me. That I know that they're both okay and they're both living. You know, they're both living.
They're doing a really good job.
Yeah,
that's good. One of my proudest achievements this year is the evolution of our Hey Y'all comedy show.
Oh, that was a big one.
Yes.
That was a big one.
Yes. I've always wanted my own show, but I never said anything to anybody about wanting that. I know I've done like hundreds of shows, of other people's shows. Right. And I'm like, I can do this. But how? You know, whatever. You know, how do I get started? Whatever. But I got blessed by having two friends, TK and Kara, who run the show in North Hollywood Federal Bar. Okay. And he knows the people that's here in the Long Beach Federal Underground Federal Bar. And so they asked him at one point, did he want to run a show out of here? He's like, well, I live in North Hollywood, so that's kind of like far for me to go. So when he found out we were moving to Long Beach, he was like, well, when y'all get settled, you know, we can go over here and talk to them and see if you could run a show out of there. And I was like, oh my God. Like,
wait a minute. I want to ask you a question. Do you remember that day we went to that Federal Bar?
When? Oh, yeah. Yes. At lunchtime, we walked down
there. We were just walking. And you said, oh, a Federal Bar. Let's go over here. And then you started giving me some history about a Federal Bar in Los Angeles and all that. And you went in and was talking to the people. I remember that.
Yep.
And look, you
and now I'm in there. I am in
there.
Yeah. Wow. Yep. And that started we had our first show in June of this year. Okay. And we did June. We didn't do July because July was a crazy month. We went out of town, did a whole lot of stuff in July. But then August, September, October, November, and we did 2 shows for 4 months. 5 months. And we will be back in January, but it has been a learning experience for me as far as the business side of the comedy. And then even being able, and I think I wrote that down there too, but anyway, just being able to be on stage and growing as a comedian, because I'm always up. And just learning just a different aspect of comedy, of being a host, right? You know, and then, you know, not just doing my regular jokes that, you know, my set. I also have to be, you know, do some crowd work and talk to people and do other things and make people laugh. And so...
And meeting a lot of people.
And meeting a lot of people.
Wow.
I've met a lot of people.
I've had a lot of people come through there.
Yes. I have had a lot of comedians come through the doors. I pride myself in... Not pride, I don't think that's the word, but what I've envisioned for the comedy show is that I wanted to get the people who are not the big names, right? But they're funny as hell, right? They are up and coming, giving them an opportunity to get up on a nice stage with a full crowd and just, you know, go out there and give it your all. Do your craft, do your thing, and you know, everyone that I have met through coming through the comedy show have been great. I'm friending them on social media, and I see what they're doing and everything. Wow. And I'm going to have a lot of my comedians that was from the last shows come back as headliners. Oh, good. Because some of them were just awesome. I'm like, okay, you know what? I want that person to be a headliner, or just come back to the show because you were just great. Yeah. So, you know, I can't wait. We did get some of our dates approved for 2020. Oh, good. So while I'm off at the end of this month, I'm going to be working on filling those up. Okay. But, oh my God. Okay, you know I'm so super scary.
That's the second hat that fell down.
There's some hats falling around. Okay. We got hats falling down. Somebody is in here like hats. But that's what I'm most proud about this year, that we were able to do that. Okay. Read number 4. What's number 4?
Okay. What was your favorite purchase of the year and why?
My Range Rover.
That's it, baby. That pretty black Range Rover.
Range Rover at the beginning of the year.
Yeah, you did.
I was so happy. My dude has purchased it, and he was like, "Okay, we want to get you a new car because I was going to be driving." Whoa, wait. Let me back up. Because when we was moving, we moved. That's when we moved out. Moved out here. But we went out there. He went out there to look, and he was like, "All right, let's get it." So I was like, "Oh my God, I can't believe I'm getting it." And we got it, and I love it. I didn't think I would like a smaller truck because I come from like a Tahoe. I used to drive a Tahoe. That was a big truck. And then I have the Evo Q. I guess that's how you pronounce it. I don't know. But it's the smaller Range Rover.
Oh, okay.
But I like it. I really do. I mean, I like it. It's not good on gas though. That's
cute.
one thing.
It's cute though.
It's cute.
It's cute.
Yeah, it's not good on gas. It drinks gas. It drinks gas. I don't even know why that small SUV would drink that much gas. My Tahoe didn't drink that much gas.
Wow.
Yeah. I can get. We filled up on Saturday. I think he filled the truck up on Saturday. We went to Hemet.
Okay.
Came back. Went to Anaheim.
Okay.
On Sunday. Came back. We were on less than half a tank.
Are you serious?
That's like nowhere. Yeah.
And that's freeway miles.
Freeway miles.
Wow.
Yeah. I would think I would be probably a half a tank.
Yeah.
No, that.
Wow.
Yeah. So I mean, at least the job is only right there. I mean, I actually when the weather gets a little better, I'll start walking again. So I'm not that far until we move, but that's another story. Until we move jobs, the job, so we good.
Exactly.
What was your favorite purchase?
I didn't really make any purchases this year. What I did do, I take that back. I did. My spare room, I had that as kind of like a little sewing room and all that. I kind of made it my own after my daughter went to college. And so when she was getting ready to graduate and she had informed me that she wanted to come back, I had to go and redo that whole room again. So I had to go and buy a bed and oh my gosh, everything I got rid of, I had to turn around and buy back. So I did that, and it was okay. And so now the room still looks like a guest room, which is okay because I have a room now for my grandsons when they come.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I have a room for my grandsons, so that's fine, but that was a purchase I had to do. I had to get that room together all over again. That was just one of my major purchases in 2019.
Okay.
So it's all done, and my daughter did notify me that she would be coming to California probably in May.
Okay.
She comes back from vacation in March, and then in May she says she'll be in California for a few weeks. So I'm just like, okay. Room is there.
She said a few weeks. She's coming to vacation. Okay.
She's coming to vacation.
Yes, with the boys.
With the boys.
Yay. That's cute. They're so cute.
Thank you.
Number 5. What was a new habit or routine you created this year that has improved your efficiency at home or work?
Mine was meditation. Mine was that meditation and that breathing. Girl.
Okay.
Because I know I was a hot mess. I was a hot mess.
Yeah.
And I was like,
I can't do it.
I can't stand the foolishness. I can't. But then it was just like, like they say, stop going to the circus.
Right.
So I'm just like, okay. And I just got a whole new perspective on stuff. I'm just like, I'm not. And sometimes it just takes you to be still and just breathe. And then, your mind be all clear and you be like, what the fuck? What? Oh, God.
Yeah.
No, I don't even care.
Right.
And I be feeling like that in the morning. I just walk in there and be like, whatever. Okay. Let's get this day done.
Yeah.
Okay. Da. And that's it. I'm just not letting people upset me. And, even with family members, I be like, now they be calling, hey, you, no. Hey, you want it? Nope. I don't feel obligated anymore.
Nope.
And it's like, if I don't feel like it, Margot, I don't feel like it. You know, you making all these promises to people and people are holding you accountable and you want to go and every time they want to go somewhere now they calling you.
Right. Oh, you ain't
doing that. Come on.
No.
Well, you know what? That's what I want to continue to do.
Right.
Nothing.
Yeah. I choose not to do anything.
To do nothing.
Yeah. I'm done.
You know, why I gotta roll with you? Come on, girl. Go get out the house. My house is fine.
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm not trying
I'm good in here.
I learned how to say no.
Yeah, the power of no.
I learned to say no, and you know, I'm
and be
getting
okay
my rest
with it.
like I want to. I want to do what I want to when I want to do it.
Yeah,
and that's it.
Yeah,
that is it.
That's good.
You know, and that's a lot. It took a lot for me to learn that, and to back up and just take a look at some stuff and make some changes in my life, and that was through the help of the therapist I had, and she was a sister, and I was a bad sister.
Okay.
And she helped me, and I'm just like, wow. Wow. I mean, the light bulb went on so many times, and she was even telling me about the meditation and the breathing part. She was so good, and I'm just like, wow, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And even my doctor, you know, my oncologist was like, you know, you got to bring them toxic levels down, you know, that toxicity, you know, because, you know, you too wound up all the time. You need to relax, you know. That can bring on some things with you, too. And
that can cause you to be sick.
Yeah, and then I was just thinking about that, and I said, you know what, she absolutely right. And then I just said, you know what, I got to do it for myself and for my children.
Yeah.
You know, and so that was something that really changed in my home and my routine, and it became a really good habit.
Yeah,
a really good habit for me.
And mine is more of a continued habit, and mine is pretty much the same thing, but mine is letting go and letting God.
Yeah,
I have to.
Yeah,
I have to, and that's what I've been doing for a long time, because I used to be so like, oh my God, this, that, oh, the bill has to be paid, oh, this has to be done, oh, this person wants me to do this, so I'm gonna go do it, you know, and I'm like, the power of no, and letting go, and just saying, if I don't want to do it, I'm not gonna do it.
I'm not gonna do it.
I'm gonna let go. If it's something that's stressing me, I breathe. I let go and I let God. And as long as I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, like I'm not gonna let go and just be like sitting here eating bonbons. No, I'm gonna do what I know that I'm supposed to do, and God will take care of the rest.
That's right.
And He always does. But if I just sit back and be like, oh, I'm letting go and letting God, and then I just sit back and watch TV, no, He's not gonna do anything for me, because I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do, so that it can happen. Right. And so that's a habit that I created, and it just goes throughout my life.
That's good.
And then with having my stroke or whatever, when I had talked to the doctor, she asked me what kind of profession are you in. I said I'm in human resources. She said you need to find another job.
That's why that meditation and that breathing is important.
Yes.
Because your door is not going to ever just stay closed.
No.
It's going to be a revolving door. The phone is going to ring off the hook. You're so busy always trying to figure out everything, and help everybody, and just, you know, talking folks off the ledge. Yeah. Just so much.
Yeah. It's nonstop. It's nonstop work. And she told me, she said, you need to find another job. She said, because you can't. She said, you can't or be over here. This is what she told me. She said, you can't be over here trying to write somebody up because they getting because they've been absent and getting upset because they going off on you. And I said, have you been in here resources before? Sound like you talking about something personal.
Oh, wow.
I was like, you right. I said, I'm working on it right now. That's what butters my bread. So I have to continue working.
I got to work.
But I'm working towards, other things. But I try my best not to allow things in the workplace to bother me. I'm just like, okay, I'm human, so stuff happens all the time, and I'm like, okay. But then I'll have to be like, okay, all right, it ain't nothing I can do about that.
Ain't nothing you can do.
What do you want to do?
Yeah,
Let me put it back on you. What do you want to do? Yeah, and if it sounds good enough, then maybe we can do it. Okay. If not, then we're gonna figure a way around.
Got to go back to the chocolate.
Okay. I'm not about to stress myself out.
Don't stress yourself
over no work stuff. I can't do it. So What's number 6?
Number 6. What did you face head on this year rather than avoid?
What did I face rather than avoid? I don't know. Ain't nothing I really faced that I avoided.
I can't think of nothing either. I think what I and that just goes back to what I just said. Able to tell people no. You know, friends and family. I didn't want to do something. I just said no. I was able to do that because other times I felt obligated.
Yeah,
I did. I felt obligated, but I was able to face it head on and just say no, and didn't feel bad about it when I hung up the phone.
Just go on about your business.
Going about my business. Say, oh God, thank God, I don't want to go. You know what I mean?
Right.
I didn't feel like it. I mean, there would be other times I'd be like, oh, okay, well, let me jump up, get my shower, and get dressed. I'll be right over there, and then get there, and wouldn't I have a good time? And I'd be so mad at myself.
Right.
But they having a good time, and it's because I went with them.
Right.
And it's just like, I didn't even want to be here.
And they having a great time because they just wanted to have somebody to go with them, ride in the car with them, talk to them, drive, whatever.
And I'm just like, what am I doing? And I just, and that kind of stuff stressed me out. But then I didn't want to tell them.
Right.
Because, hey, when I get ready to go somewhere, I want them to come with me.
Right.
And so, but now it got to the point where, you know what? I don't care.
No.
I don't care. No, I'm not doing this. You guys are not going to take me for granted. I'm not going to be this person all the time for you guys. And I was just able to say no, and it's something that I had been avoiding. And I think that I got to really push from, my counselor. And she helped me do it. And she helped me start, just saying no.
Yeah. That people pleasing, like we don't. You're not on this earth to please other people. You need to please yourself first. And if it's something that you don't want to do, and people, you don't have to do it. People should respect that. Oh, you don't want to go? Okay, cool.
Yeah,
I asked you to go, but if you don't want to go, that's fine.
And then it was another thing where with family and everything, it was like all the things. This is how my family do it. All the things that you're good at making and they know, you have got, you cook those and you bring those things with you. Okay, but you know what? I'm not going to bring 4 or 5 items to your house because you guys want me to cook those because you like the way I cook them. When I'm one person. I don't have a family to bring anymore.
Right.
So it's your dinner party.
Oh, no.
So why am I bringing half of the meal?
Right.
And I'm just one person.
Right.
Okay, I'm not going to do that. How about I give you the recipe?
And you can whip it up.
You can do it. And I just bring the bottle of wine.
Yeah.
Like everybody else is bringing in when they come. But see, it was like, I was like, okay, because I enjoy cooking, I enjoy baking or whatever. I would say, okay. And I'll be literally carrying this stuff out of my car into their home or whatever. And I'm just like, why did I do all of this?
Right.
After the fact, everybody's like, oh, it's so good. Oh, this is so nice. Oh, this and that and other. And I'm just like, wait a minute, what's happening here?
Right. Did I bring all this?
And I just started thinking about it. And I'm just like, no. And, when I come now, I'm not even asking what you want me to bring. I'm bringing what I want to bring.
Yeah.
I'm not bringing all that food anymore because guess what? There's nobody in my home to feed,
right?
But me, and I'm gonna eat here. So I'm not bringing all this food, not for your shindig,
right?
It's just like I'm not doing that. And I mean, girl, I was walking to people's house with bottles of wine. I'm like, this is not my thing. This is your thing. You should have the wine here. Why am I bringing all this wine? Why am I doing this? Why am I doing that? And I just got back and I just started looking and just thinking, and I'm thinking. You know what? My therapist was right. Just stop doing it. If you don't want to do it, just say no.
Yep.
Just don't do it. You know what? Stop asking. Take what you want. Do this.
Right.
And I'm like, let's see how that works.
And it worked.
It worked.
Okay.
It worked.
Yeah.
So I did. I faced that head on and I did it.
Yeah.
I did it.
That's good.
Yep.
That's really good. What did you ask for help with this year, and were you glad that you did? I didn't ask for help.
I can't remember anything.
I can remember that I asked for help. Well, I didn't ask for help like when we got the show.
Okay.
I did. Okay, hold on.
What happened?
I did. I asked for help for people that I knew that we're in the business. So,
Okay.
like, Wanda had came to our podcast.
Yeah.
I asked her. I asked Benny. I just asked for their input on how, they all run shows.
How to go about the business.
And I'm glad that I did, because I did learn a lot from them.
Right.
I asked some people, and they gave me, I think I talked about that before, they gave me half-ass information. Like, just enough. Like, we in competition.
Gave you some crumbs.
Yeah, gave me some crumbs. It's like, go away, and I'm like, okay, that's cool. I'm not, whatever you could give me.
Horrible?
I'm not trying to take nobody's space. I'm not competing against with nobody. I'm just trying to do the best job that I can do. That's all I care about.
And you made it, so why can't I come to you? Why can't you help me or whatever? We on two different, playing fields right now. So why would it hurt?
Yep.
For you just to say,
this, that. Be like, and hum and hum.
We
and
can get so
this,
funny
and I'm like,
sometimes.
okay, whatever.
It's
Whatever.
awful.
But I got blessed, and I got blessed with God gave me the people that I needed to have in my space,
Right.
And I appreciate them, and it helped me out a lot with just doing the business of comedy and getting it all together. So I guess that would be one.
Okay. What relationship was the biggest positive surprise to you this year?
And I wrote Liam here because he was the biggest positive surprise for me this year, because I've never met him. And his spirit preceded him?
Preceded him.
Spirit.
Yeah, it did.
And I know that had I met him, and after hearing all those people talk about who he was, he would have been my friend. Like I would have definitely been. He would have definitely been somebody in my circle that I would have been like, "Hey, Liam, whatever."
Exactly.
And so that was a positive surprise that somebody that I've never met had such an impact on me.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think mine was you.
Oh.
Because when you came through that door at work, first of all, when I was told that they had made you an offer, and you accepted the offer and everything, and your name was Margot, and you were going to be coming in, and all that stuff, and I'm like, okay, and in my mind I'm thinking, Margot, what can I get out of Margot? Is she a white lady? I just really hope that I can get along with her, and I'm not saying that if she's white I can't, but I wonder what her sign is, because that's going to tell it all for me. You know how I am about the horoscopes. That's going to tell it all for me. And so I'm just working, and then you came by, and I was like, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. And then I was like, okay, and then, after you did your orientation and everything, and then you came and sat down and we talked a little bit, and I asked you when your birthday was. And you told me, and I was like, God is so good. God is so good. And at that moment, I felt such relief because I was just like, I had a new boss. She was new to the company, not to the company, but to the department. And then we have another person coming in, another HR director coming in. And I was like, okay, what is this going to be like?
Right.
Because it could have went either way. Margot can go either way.
It can.
And I'm just like, okay. And when you came through that door, you just don't know. I was like, thank you, Jesus. So now when she gets done with everything and she sit down, I got to find out the birthday. Okay, and then so I'll really thank you. Let me just get to this part so I know what I'm dealing with and what I'm working with. Everything fell into place. And it has been a pleasure. It has really been a pleasure. And every once in a while, the boss had asked me, so it was a good choice, Mark. I'm like, yes, it was. Yes, it was. She said, yeah, I see. And it was. It was a very good choice.
Aww,
very good choice. So you are so welcome.
Yeah, and that was coming in
positive surprise. That was
as
great.
A new person, to a new job.
Right.
I'm like, oh man. And when they told me it was going to be two of us, And then when I came for the interview, you were on vacation.
Right.
And so I seen your name. It said Mary Washington. I thought it was an old white lady.
I know you did. And you know, a lot of people tell me when they think of Mary Washington, they think it's some fat black woman. Fat black old woman.
Oh my God. I didn't even go
oh.
black. I just went with Mary being white. And I was like, that sound Mary Washington? That just sound like an old white lady name to me.
Girl, I have had people walk up to me and say, "Are you Mary Washington?" I'm like, "Yes, I am." And they're like, "Oh, I had you pictured totally different." I'm like, "Oh, what did you picture?" I'm not going to say. No, go ahead. Go ahead. A little older, a little heavier,
a little blacker.
A little blacker maybe. You know, and I'm just like, "Oh, I didn't know." You know, really? It's like, yeah. I'm like, "Oh, okay." It's just so funny, you know.
Who Mary was. I said, okay.
Yeah.
So it's Mary Washington.
This is Mary.
That's good. And then when I seen you, I was like, okay, she look cool.
Yeah.
And we sat down and we talked and we just clicked.
Been talking ever since.
Yeah.
Been talking ever since.
Have not stopped.
That was, oh my God, that was such a breath of fresh air.
And I love it. And I love our relationship.
Right.
We're good. I love it.
Good relationship. Yeah, I agree.
What's number 9?
Okay. What do you need to thank for their role in your life? Who do you need to thank for the role in your life? For their role in your life.
You know what? I'm going to say Jermaine.
Okay. That's nice.
I'm going to say him because he supports me like 100%. Okay. 110%. Okay. On any endeavor that I ever think of, dream of, he thought of, whatever it is, he supports me. He has my back, whatever it is. If I want to take a class, if I want to go here, I want to do this, I want to do that, he like supports me like 110%.
That's good.
And I appreciate that in him, and I want to thank him for that because I've never had a significant other who supported me as much as he supports me.
Is that right?
Yes.
Wow.
And, you know, I mean, I wasn't doing my comedy with the other two. So, but even just in life, I was married to those two. And the second one really don't count. I don't count that one as being my husband, even though legally we was married. Anyway, don't make me go there.
Okay.
But, you know, I didn't have that support that I have with him. And, you know, when it says thank for their role in your life, I thank him for just his role, the role that he plays, in your life, in my life. And he, you know, he does what I think I need. He already did it. I mean,
and I can attest to that.
Yeah, okay.
I can attest to that. And I'm just afraid looking from the outside in. And I can attest to that.
He just always have it. If I could be thinking it, and he, dang, I was just thinking that. It's right there.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's really
it's
nice.
beautiful. So I appreciate him.
And I think my person would be my ex-husband. And I say that because, we've been divorced over 20 years. But we have always been friends.
That's good.
We always remain friends. And he calls me. We talk. And I mean, I can share anything with him. Tell him anything. And he listens. And he gives me advice, or he tells me something, or, you know, well, you need to do this and you need to do that. You know what I mean? If I have a problem with the car, I'm calling him, asking him, what do you think? What do I need to do? He's still helping me. Even if, you know, I have problems with somebody I'm dating or whatever,
He there.
Okay. He listening and, you know, oh, forget that. You know, all that. He's there.
That's good.
He really is. And I can remember the times, the things that he have done that he did not have to do. You know, I'm talking about divorced everything.
Right.
You know, living in separate homes, everything.
Right.
And he has came to the plate many a times, and it wasn't even required.
Right.
I'm just being honest.
Right.
And then when I hear from other people that know him, they say he always speaks so highly of me. I never knew that. I never knew that. And it's so funny because if he hears something that's not good or somebody saying something, he would pick up the phone in a minute and say, let me tell you something.
Right.
And then he would... and he would tell me what that person said or what he heard. Right. And I had to tell them MS, And I'm like, oh my goodness, well, calm down. Hold on a minute.
It's okay.
Like, no. But that man has had my back. He really has. And he is the type that he told me, he said, you know what? Thank you for raising my daughter, to become the woman that she is today. He said, because a lot of my friends ain't got these kind of daughters.
Right.
Right. And he was just saying, thank you. I appreciate that. I just want to say thank you for that. And I was just like floored. I'm like, wow. Okay. Okay. But he has really been in my life, oh my God, since 82. And, we've been divorced for a while. But I'm telling you, we divorced in like 92 or 93. And we weren't friends in 94, 95, but 96.
Right, okay, we came back around.
I mean, we have to wait a minute until folks get their stuff together,
Okay, you over there, I'm over here.
We have to get over this stuff.
Right,
leave
me alone. Leave me alone.
Right, and so, but, he has proven to be a person.
Right.
That has had my back through thick and thin, And, I appreciate that. I appreciate the role that he has played in my life, along with he was not a very good husband. He was a very loving husband, but, he went out and anyway, we ended up divorcing. But, and the thing was, he even told me about that. He said, I don't blame you for that. He said, that's exactly what you should have did.
Right.
He said, because you didn't deserve that.
Right.
You did exactly what you were supposed to do. And I'm not mad.
Right.
And I'm just like, okay, well, I'm glad to know that. You know what I mean? Like that or whatever. But, we just became, fast friends. And after that, and it's been really nice. It's been really, really nice. And I just appreciate the role that he played in my life. I really do. And he's one guy that I would trust with my life, with everything.
Right.
Because I know there would be no wrongdoing or anything like that.
Right.
I just trust him to no end.
That's good.
Period. Yeah. And I'm
found
just
a
glad.
friend in him. And
I found it. Yeah. Exactly. He was a very good father to his daughter. So yeah, that would be him.
Whew. Let me see.
What else you want to talk about?
Let me see. What's an aspect self-regulation you've gotten better at this year?
What's a goal you gave up on this year? What is something that you had in mind, but you said, forget it?
Everything. No,
because you did some. You had some accomplishments.
Let's see some goals that I set. I'm just trying.
And you just gave up on. I can't right now. I'm just so busy with everything.
And it's a goal. Okay, so what I was talking about earlier, my dude is doing writing a screenplay.
Okay.
It's called The Blind,
The Deaf,
The Blind, and Miss Crazy.
Okay.
And that was a goal that we had at the beginning of this year to complete. To start and complete, and we gave up on it.
Okay.
But we picked it back up.
Okay, good.
And it's the end of the year.
Because you had picked up so many other things, though.
We did. Because we picked up so
many
other... Yes.
You got the podcast going here, and you have your comedy.
Yes. A lot of stuff came in between that.
Yes, it did.
So that shut that down.
Yes, it did.
So now that we're at the end of the year, taking a couple breaks here and there or whatever, so he has actually picked it back up on his own. So he's writing and fixing, and he's actually had this screenplay for years.
Okay.
It's already written out.
Okay.
But he's filling the holes in.
Okay.
He's like, okay, now let me do this, do this. So I told him when I'm off for my couple of days from work, then I'm gonna take it and then just massage it and say, okay, let me put all the grammar and all that stuff in there. See what you can do, and then we're gonna send it off to this other lady who does plays, which is one of his friends.
Okay.
That she's gonna put the the characters. So,
Okay.
you know, this person said this, you know,
Okay.
write it out.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we're working on. But it was put to the side. It was a goal that we did give up on this year because of all this other
Oh yeah,
stuff that was
you've been
happening.
busy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's a lot. It's a lot. But it's
Wow.
okay.
I think mine was going natural, my hair. Because, you know, all my sisters are natural, my kids are natural. And then I'm just like, you know, that's just too much stuff for me. That's just too much work. And, you know, it gets expensive. And it's just like, I don't have the patience for that. I'm not sitting twisting my hair every night.
Yeah.
And I'm not a braid person. I've never, ever had a French braid. I had French braids one time in my life.
Oh, wow.
And I'm not that person. You know, I want to be able to take my fingers and go through my hair. I want to feel my scalp because when I'm sleepy, I'm rubbing my scalp. You know what I mean? That's one of my things. So I was thinking about going natural, and I just said, I can't do this.
Did you try?
I did try. I did try. But I'm like, you know, I'm not putting no press and comb in my hair.
Ooh, I have press comb.
You know, I'm not going to be twisting my hair. I'm not going to I'm leaving my hair like it is. That's not me. I'm not there yet.
Yeah.
I'm just not there yet.
Yeah.
You know, and right now in my daughter's old room, she has a little cart on wheels, and there's 3 shelves, nothing but hair products.
Ooh.
You know, I'm just like,
I do take a lot of hair products to get it.
It's just too much.
It takes time to train your hair.
Yeah.
Both of your sister's hair is very beautiful.
Yeah.
Very beautiful natural hair.
I don't have the patience for that.
That's a lot.
And they've been wearing natural hair for a long time. And I'm like, I can't do that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. So that's one thing that I did say I was going to do, and I gave up on. And that's okay. I'm still not ready.
Right. So I'm good.
I'm just not ready.
But your hair looks nice, though. The way that you wear your hair the way that you like it.
Right.
So
Exactly.
that fits you.
Right.
You like that. So it looks good on you.
Thank you.
Let me see. A skill that you gain confidence in with this year. A skill you have gained confidence with this year. I would just say, and I went back to what I said earlier was my comedy. So I gained confidence this year being on the stage as much as I am on the stage.
Okay.
I built my confidence. I feel like I'm in a comfort level. I know that I can get a little bit more comfortable, but I'm like in the next stage of being comfortable.
Okay.
On
That's
stage.
good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. Because people are like, oh, you look comfortable all the time. Yeah, it takes work. Most of the time I'm nervous, but, you know, I turn on. You know, you have to turn on, and I say, okay, whatever. We're just going to do whatever we're going to do, and it's going to happen the way it's going to happen. But I feel more confident in what I'm doing now.
Good.
Yeah.
That's good.
I
don't. What's a skill you gain confidence in? I don't know. I don't know what that would be for me. I don't know.
What's the next one?
Okay, what simple pleasures have you especially enjoyed this year? What have you really enjoyed this year?
You know, I wrote here that I had got, we got a new patio furniture, and
oh, that is beautiful out there.
And I enjoy
that view is outstanding.
I have enjoyed, and Jermaine was like, I'm glad you do enjoy us. I enjoy sitting out there on that balcony at night and just taking in just the lights and the scenery.
Oh my God, it's beautiful.
Quiet. And I could sit out there for a while before I think of something flying on me or kidding on me.
That's a good place to meditate.
Yeah, and I sometimes
you go out
I
there
bring
in the
my
morning, girl. Please, that fresh air, breathing that stuff in. Man, please. That's what
beautiful. I actually before every show, I did the last show too. I would go out there because usually Jermaine's running around. You know, nobody's here. When he leaves. I put my headphones on. I go out there and listen to my Calm. I have that Calm app.
Okay, yeah.
And I go outside and I listen to the meditation.
Okay.
Do a little 10-minute meditation, and it feels so good. It just relaxes because I'm day of the show. I'm like, okay, I gotta get dressed. So I get dressed, makeup, everything. Then I go out there and I put those headphones on. and I breathe and I do it, and it makes me feel so good, and it relaxes me, and then it just puts me in a calmer mood.
Yeah.
Like, okay, now we about to go do this.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
So
good.
I like it. I like
That's
it.
that's a nice place to do it too. That is really a nice place.
Let's see. Do you have anything that you simple pleasures?
Well, like I said, the meditation for me too. That's and that breathing course I took. Wow.
Yeah.
That was a really nice simple pleasure. And I enjoy doing it too. And it's easier because I used to meditate in the past, but it wasn't as intense as the one I'm doing now. But when I was doing it before, I was just sitting there, but I kept, coming out of it at any little noise, any little thing coming on. But what I noticed is when I started the breathing pattern, that I started focusing more. And so now when I'm in meditation, as after the breathing, I stay in meditation longer because of the breathing. Because my focus is there now. So my dog can come around me and he can be trying to get on my lap. I'm not
breaking it.
It don't break. You know what I mean? So that's one thing that I'm really happy about, and it's like a really simple pleasure. It makes me feel like I got it. I got it. I just wish sometimes that I can just go a little longer. But sometimes I feel like, oh God, what time it is? What time is it? You know what I mean? Oh my God, I gotta get up. And then there are times when sometimes I want to, meditate, and my daughter calls me. She wants to FaceTime with the kids, and then I got to hurry up and get her off. So I can do it because I know I have to do it, before I walk out that apartment.
Gotta get it in.
I gotta get it in. That's the only way my day gonna go good. But that's one of a really nice simple pleasure that I enjoy this year.
Okay. So I'm not gonna go through the rest of these because for the sake of time.
Okay.
I think we kind of just hit on a lot of our things that we have accomplished and our successes that we have accomplished this year.
Right.
And looking forward to next year
and creating some more.
You should be building every year. Build
every year.
Build. And if something that you didn't do and you want to do, then bring
Put
it
back
to
on the list.
Year. It's
Put
fine.
it back on the list. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
There is nothing wrong with that. Absolutely.
So next week, next week is going to be our last week for 2019 that we'll be doing the podcast because we're going to take a little break.
Holiday break.
So we can breathe. So we can breathe and meditate more. So next week we're going to talk about what we are not going to bring into 2020.
Oh, yeah.
What, who, whatever.
You are not coming with me.
You're not coming with me
into 2020.
You're not.
I'm sorry. I'm as sorry as I can be. But you won't be.
You won't be there. You know what? I'm going to leave you right here in 2019.
You can't come.
I'm sorry. I'm going to leave you right here.
Right here. I'm sorry.
What the song say? All acquaintances be forgotten. Like, forget your ass.
I mean, and to be honest, I think that's a healthy thing to do too.
It is.
That's a very healthy thing to do because you should be purging every year.
Yes.
You should be purging
in
every
all aspects
year
of your life.
That's right.
That closet, your drawers.
That's it.
Your life.
Yeah, and you know what? And then I was thinking too, I'm gonna be. I was thinking about, when I go into the next year and stuff like that, it's got to be all positive for me.
Yeah.
I'm them Debbie Downers.
No.
And then even guys and stuff like that. Every time you talk to them, they got something like, oh, woe is me.
No.
And, this and the boss this that.
No.
I'm sorry. I can't with you because you're not gonna bring me down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And stuff like that. No, it got to be some positive stuff. Yeah. You got to be doing something. You got to be working on something. Come on, what's going on?
Yeah.
That's the way I want it to be.
We're getting older, and you want to live your life more joyfully. You want to live
and
like
free.
Yeah. Not worrying about stuff and fussing over stuff, whining what that thing said. You don't know.
Yes, not do that.
I'm not going to do that. I want to be free. I'm the type of person that I want to be one of those old people that say whatever I want to say and do whatever I want to do. And I don't even care what you're talking about. I'm doing me, and I'm celebrating. What did I read earlier? I'm celebrating me. That's what I'm doing. I am celebrating. We having a party for me, okay? For myself.
That's right.
And I'm going to celebrate my life every day, 2020, 365.
You only got one life.
You only got one life. Oh, well, 366 because it's a leap year.
Okay.
I'm going to celebrate myself 366 next year. And I'm elevating. There's so many things that I wasn't able to do that that's still on the table that I'm going to do.
Right. And
that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make sure that those things happen.
That's right.
In whatever capacity that is, it's going to happen.
That's right. At least it didn't just fall off.
No.
You know what I mean? You put it back on. You know what? I didn't get to you last year, but I'm getting to you this year. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And that's just being real and honest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're not forgetting about it.
No, it just didn't happen. Because some other stuff pushed it out the way.
And the stuff that came was some good stuff, though.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You know what I mean? You had some good stuff come up.
Yeah.
You know, so there's nothing wrong with that.
It is what it is.
It is what it is, lady.
So that's next week. Mm-hmm. We're going to talk about what we're not bringing into 2020 and what we're going to bring into 2020.
Yeah.
Set our intentions. I'm going to set a couple of intentions that I want to do for 2020 and that I will share with you guys.
Right.
Just a couple of announcements. The Hey Y'all Comedy Club will be going back up on January 4th. We will be celebrating my man, Mr. Delton Jermaine Harris' birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Yes, it actually fell on his birthday, so
wow.
It's like perfect.
The GOAT.
Yes.
The GOAT.
We got him. You got him, and we gonna get him.
Yeah.
I got all my comics booked for the show, so you guys can go on Eventbrite and look up the Hey Y'all Comedy Show. Get your tickets now. They on sale $12, and they're gonna go up to $15. So get your ticket now.
Get your ticket.
Yeah. So we're gonna have a good time there, and then we have reached the end of the episode 30 of the Just Being Me podcast. Thank you again and always for listening and supporting us. I am still living, still loving, and always laughing. Until next time. She looking through the mirror. She looking at the mirror. Girl, until next time, she looking in the mirror.
I feel so fat right now. I'm just like, oh, is that goddamn big?
You see me? Like, is that my
Oh my God!
peace.